Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, the Senzo Meyiwa Trial is still on. On this video, we are going to watch Advocate Mshololo dealing with Judge Ratha in a very calm way. Even after Judge Ratha advises Advocate Mshololo that because a client denies he ever communicated with accused number one, especially with a number that is recorded and owned by Thandazile Ndwandwe, Judge Ratha saying that that information will never assist the court in any way because in all those 44 calls that Advocate Mshololo wants to verify, Ratha says, what is the use of verifying them when your client already denied having communicated with accused number one? After all these attempts by Judge Ratha and Advocate Sibanda to continue, convincing Advocate Mshololo, she calmly ignores them and continues with a cross-examination. This is not the Mshololo we know. In the past, we know that Advocate Mshololo would tear them down into pieces. He wouldn't smile with them. We see this, even after Advocate Mnisi explains how he understands their argument. Mnisi saying it is obvious the calls that have been made by Thandazile's and Ndwandwe's number, those calls were not made by accused number 5. Whether the court hears this evidence, whether the court hears how Mshololo is going to cross-examine Pinky on this is not going to assist this court in any way. This is how Advocate Mnisi also understands it. But Advocate Mshololo ignored all those advices and continued as if nothing happened. Family, let's watch as Advocate Mshololo continues to cross-examine Pinky Vythalingham and having Judge Ratha and the other advocates trying to advise her. Let's watch.
From paragraph 8.2, Lieutenant Colonel Holmes says in this affidavit there was a communication between accused number 1 using the number 079-379-0137, conducted Fisokuhle Ntuli, accused number 5, 44 times, using the number 071-5951-239. And according to the RICA information, you have testified that this number was recorded under Thandazile Ndwandwe. So I just want to confirm if this 44 times appears on the PDF document of the section 205.
I'm actually waiting for Advocate Sibanda to share that information.
Kufakazi bakhe-ke uLieutenant Colonel Post uthe umuzika ukhulelwa Sithemba Sibiya esebenzisa inamba-ke ewu-079-379-0137 waxhumana naye uFisokuhle Ntuli uMangalelwe wesihlanu amahlandla awu-44 esebenzisa-ke inamba ewu-071-595-1239. Usushilo-ke ukuthi ngemininingwane ye-RICA ukuthi-ke inamba lena-ke ebhalwe ngaye uThandazile Ndwandwe.
We've done the first transaction. We now know that the number was not recorded under Fisokuhle, and Fisokuhle says he denies he never communicated with accused number 1 44 times. Do you see that?
At this stage, I can only confirm the RICA information, which is Thandazile Ndwandwe. I am still awaiting the data for confirmation.
Umangalelwe wesihlanu sesiyazi-ke manje ukuthi inamba lena-ke ibhalwe ngaye uThandazile Ndwandwe. Umangalelwe wesihlanu uthi akaze-ke axhumane naye-ke umangalelwa wokuqala amahlandla awu-44. Uthi-ke ngingakusho-ke lokho ukuthi ibhalwe nguThandazile Ndwandwe. Ngisalenze nje ukuthi ngibone lapho.
So it's not correct that Muzika ukhulelwa Sithemba Sibiya accused 1 communicated with Fisokuhle 44 times using this number, since the RICA information reflects that it was reflected to Thandazile.
I object. We raised this objection on Friday as well, regarding the ownership as well as the user of a particular number.
Yes.
Yes,
This is a matter of interest.
can you go to the communications?
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, Manu.
No, I was just saying as a matter of interest. Is it possible for a person, two different persons, to use the same number, which is allocated by Vodacom,
At the same time?
at the same time?
Not at all possible.
Never,
my
never,
lord.
ever.
No. Not at all possible.
Ingabe kuyenzeka yini ukuthi abantu ababili abahlukene basebenzise inamba eyodwa, inamba ke ka Vodacom ngesikhathi esodwa, ukuthi cha lokho ke akwenzeki.
You know, my logic tells me you lose a phone, you are not insured. Some people, and I'm not making this as a definitive statement, some people just go and buy another phone.
Correct.
And then if you're insured, then you can go through the hassle of going to report, da. Do you have that experience at Vodacom?
There are some cases where that is done, yes.
Asithi nje angisho akushona ke into lena engisho ngesiqiniseko, kodwa asithi nje umuntu ke ulahlekelwa iphone, abanye ke umuntu ehamba ayothenga enye iphone, kodwa uma kuukuthi ke unomshwalense ubese manje kufanele uhambe ke onke lawo lezo igaba lezo, uhambe uyobika ukuthi ulahlekelwe iphone, uthi yebo naka Vodacom ke bakhona inkathi la lokho okwenzeka.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah.
No. I'm able to move on to confirm the communications now. Remember, we're on the number of the communications now, which is 44. I thought it would be easier to go through on those dates to see if...
I am not confirming any data on here. I would prefer confirming that those transactions or the call data on Vodacom's set of data.
Okay.
Uthi lana ke kuloko okufundwayo ke lana akukho engingathi ke ngiyakusho ngesiqinisekiso, kodwa ke ngakwenza ke lokho lapha yana ke kwimininingwane ka Vodacom.
Maybe you can have a look at the page so that you can take us through the exhibit Triple G.
Triple G.
I'm not sure if it's reflected there. You can direct us.
Is this in Triple G, advocate? No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not. Oh, okay. Sorry.
It
Sorry.
is a different set of data altogether,
Okay.
as I've indicated.
Akusiyena ke lona ukuthi futhi imininingwane ke ehlukile kanje ngoba besengishilo.
My intention was not to go through each and every transaction. I just wanted you to confirm the 44 times.
I will have to, however, count that there are 44 transactions between the number ending 0137 and the number ending 1239.
Okay.
Kuzofanele ngikubheke ke lapha yana ngibaleke ukuthi afana yini amahlandla o44 phakathi kwale number ezimbili le egcina ngo0137 no1239.
They are not able to do it with your computer.
My lord, sorry. We went through this exercise a few minutes ago. I have indicated to Advocate Mshololo and Advocate Boloy and Advocate Sibanda. The information is on my computer.
That's the thing.
Problem is, if I could display it, I would show you. There are multiple or
Yeah, of
numerous case IDs. So in essence, I've got to go into each case ID to see if that's the relevant cell phone number firstly, and secondly, we then go to the period. With all due respect and in all honesty, this data was provided. In essence, it should have been printed for ease of reference when we are going through the call data. That would have made it a lot easier to make reference to a particular cell phone number, the communication, as we have done in the other exhibits. To be quite honest, I feel like I'm being pressurized to give you this information by a click of a button.
Yeah, but look, common sense tells you. Common sense dictates. Ms. Mshololo says his client says he never ever communicated with accused number 1. Never ever. So if there's 120 communications, 1 million communications, where does it take us to? Because the primary evidence of your client or version is that I never communicated with this person. Neither once, twice, etc. So why should we go through 44 calls, which we know, according to your client, don't depict him communicating with accused number 1, because he denies the existence of the numbers which are linked in that transaction. Ms. Mshololo, where are we going to?
My Lord, the problem is that we have finished with a different document what Ms. Pinky has. That's why I wanted to confirm with the original record if what has been referred to as I've been doing it, my Lord, it's correct. Otherwise, I would have done this exercise on my own, my Lord. My Lord, having said that, since the witness indicates that he needs time, I've indicated the paragraphs that I need confirmation for the communications. With the leave of the court, my Lord, I will ask that I pose the questions in respect of this exhibit so that the witness can double check that information for me, maybe together or herself alone. Then I will continue with other questions and then
I see you want to say something.
proceed tomorrow with this.
My Lord, I made an undertaking to my colleague, Advocate Mshololo, that I'll assist in this exercise. I'm ready with the Vodacom set of data. She can just ask a question, then I will highlight it on the screen, which call for the witness to confirm so that we can make progress. I will assist my colleague, my Lord.
So you are able to fish out that information?
I will, my Lord.
Yeah,
I've
because
already highlighted one call already there.
it's actually, this lady, Ms. Cunningham, she's right when she says she feels pressure.
Yes, my Lord.
Because she provided this information before Mandela died. And people just sat and did nothing, no analysis, nothing. Then she comes here. Then, am I correctly
Correct.
quoting your feelings?
Absolutely correct, my
And now she must go and do that. Instead of her responding to Mr. Ngumalo or Mr. Ramasipili to say, you know what, I compare these numbers, these 44 calls, they don't exist. Because you shall have prepared. Is that not so, Mr. Ramasipili?
That is correct, Madam.
Yeah, that should be logical. And then if the witness persists that no, they do exist, then you go. But she keeps on saying, I can't comment because I didn't prepare these numbers.
My apologies, my Lord. I think it was ignorance on my side. I thought it would be easier to just click and confirm.
No, you're right.
Yes.
But it's okay if there is no dispute about the numbers. But now your client denies that never communicated with accused number 144 times. Now we must go through the exercise of proving that your client never communicated. And your client, according to his version, he denies all the cell phone numbers which are involved in that transaction.
My Lord, the problem here is that is the previous exercise, is the discrepancies which has been shown on the previous Section 204 records.
Fine.
So now it is very difficult for the defense to believe the document that was finished to us.
No, I don't see it that way. Even if there's a discrepancy in the 44 calls, where does it take our case? Because the client says, I never communicated. Well,
My Lord, I think it's my client's right to verify
fine. No.
information. That is
I'm just saying, my logic tells me it's a waste of time. Mr. Mnisi, what do you say?
I'm trying to.
We're talking as lawyers.
Yes, Madam. I'm trying to follow the argument. And my mind says to me, assume for a second that it is indeed so that this number 0137 and 1239 had communicated with each other. So, but the issue between the state and accused number 5 is that even if that communication is there, it is not him
Yeah,
who was involved in that communication.
correct.
Yes. That's how I follow the logic of the argument.
Okay, continue, Ms. Mshololo. Hi.
Ms. Pinky, let's leave those questions. You'll go and prepare overnight, and then we'll proceed tomorrow. Let me move on to other questions.
Sure.
Sorry, do you have those numbers which you must prepare overnight?
Yes, well, these numbers are contained in Exhibit DD5B.
But the state says they've got those numbers. All she's got to do, Ms. Wellington, is to see them and correlate them. Why should she go home again and prepare? Because we've got the information, according to your colleague.
My lord, when I communicated with the witness, she's the one who indicated that, my lord. She said she cannot be able to do that under pressure, my lord.
My lord, if I may be allowed to make a submission, the witness is not a cell phone data analyst. Even if she can go home, she needs to be directed. Go to this particular call, this time and this date, what is your comment? Then she will comment, but for her to go and sit with this voluminous data and try to sort the calls, I don't think she has the program
How
to do
many
that.
pages? 4,669.
It's even more, my lord, because those were the occupants of the house. This is for the accused persons, which they have more than one number, my lord. So I volunteered to analyze this information to assist my colleague. I'm highlighting there on the screen.
Can you do it now?
I'm doing it now.
Just do it. Let's see.
That's the first call on the screen, my lord.
It's the first one of the 44.
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay.
My lord, if we are proceeding, then we are on paragraph 7.1 of Exhibit DD5B. The state can go through those numbers. We're starting with the one for the 10th of June. That's the first one, going down. Tenth of June 2018 at 900 hours, 3 minutes, 13 seconds.
You know, family advocate Mshololo, calm as she is today. You know, she's calm, she's so peaceful. You can even see that in her heart, she is saying, no one will ever stop me. I'm going to do as I want, I'm going to say as I want, and there is no one who will ever stop me. You know, working under such conditions, family, it is not healthy at all. You know, these people always are fighting. They are always pulling each other as if they are not professionals. You know, you sometimes you think, what's happening when they arrive home? They must arrive home very tired every day. You know, because arguments can be very tiring. Family, let's hope the peace that we see in Advocate Mshololo will last forever. Because it doesn't mean that when you sort out matters in a peaceful way, those matters shall not be sorted. Sometimes, you know, sorting things, causing noise unnecessarily, it may cause you a lot of stress and you end up not winning. So I love this type of Advocate Mshololo. For me, this is the right way to go. And as long as she is putting facts in the right manner, she doesn't have to shout for her to be heard. So hence I'm saying, nah, this is the Mshololo I like. I don't like the one who is always fighting at all. Family, in the comment section, please just tell me, what are you saying about this manner of attitude? Don't you think this is the right way of doing things? Family, thank you very much for watching this video to the end. Please comment. Let's meet in the comment section. Do not forget to like this video before you leave. It is very important. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. Thank you, family. Bye.